Hey everybody. Um, so it's one of those nights. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning and um, still enjoying life. Appreciating it and that which everything God has given to me. So the cousin that we went to go see in the hospital, he did indeed pass away today. Uh, just goes to show you that things are not guaranteed for us. They are not guaranteed. There's one guarantee that we will pass away. Uh, so this just strengthens my resolve that much more to um, hurry up and complete my studies, and so I can help people with information. Um, so another guy that I ran into that I used to work with at the city of Chicago. He's a very nice guy, one of the coolest guys I met while I was there. And I passed along the information to him. He was one person, well, one of many people that I really wanted him to hear this information because I knew he's been working for more than 30 years. He's about to retire. And so when I texted with him, he wound up texting me back that his mother's just been diagnosed with cancer. So his mind is not there to hear, you know, anything else right now. They're in, they're going into caretaker mode, and again, that just reinforces the need for all of us to try to plan ahead and everything. And like with the cousin, he's actually my wife's cousin, but we had a very decent relationship. Um, with him, just last week, he was healthy, relatively speaking. Um, I heard he had had some problems with hypertension, which we all should be on the lookout for and try to do everything we can to not increase that risk. But he was at work last week, and he was complaining of having leg pains. And as I understand it, the job he does, he has to stand up all day. So we can have those type of issues, and we can just attribute that to I've been standing for too long. My legs are getting weak or whatever. And he wound up fainting. And they got him to the hospital. And the doctors determined that he had some type of blockage from an artery that runs from the neck down to the leg. And the circulation had gotten so bad that his legs started to die. You know, I'm not sure if it was necrosis, but or sepsis or whatever, but it was progressing quickly enough that a decision was made to amputate his leg. And as I understand it, he had an aneurysm as well, and he fell into a coma. When I heard he was in a coma, I asked my wife. I said, "Is it a medically induced coma?" Which sometimes they'll do to kind of help your body heal to and then they can bring you out of it. So a medically induced coma um, wouldn't seem to be as bad as one that's not medically induced that just happened to you. And she said, no, it wasn't. They didn't induce the coma. He actually slipped into a coma. So when I saw him, he was on a machine that was cleaning his blood. So I would imagine it's like a dialysis machine or something, but it's very intense. And they had him on at least 8 to 10 different types of IV medications. And I told my wife, there is nothing that's looking good about this situation at all. Um, his situation was um, bad enough just from having the circulation problems or from whatever was going on that made him faint or from having the aneurysm or from having his leg cut off. All of these things, any of these things were bad enough on their own. But to heap everything, one after another and just to start that vicious cycle, I told it's not looking good. And I hope that everybody around him understands that his situation is very, very dire. And I told her that yesterday, and he died today at about 3:50 in the afternoon. So thank God that his people didn't have to make a decision and have to tell the doctors to take him off of the life support machines and all of the drugs and stuff. It just happened naturally. And God didn't want him to suffer any more than he already had. So that's yet another person gone. You know, we're at that age now. We're at that age where we can probably expect to go to about anywhere from 3 to 6 or 7 funerals a year. Some of us will do more. The ones of us who have bigger families that have more, old elderly people in it too. So again, it strengthens my determination to try to push forward, um, to be grateful for what I have. You remember I said I'm grateful to have the use of my hands and my mind, my eyes. I can hear, I can walk, I can talk. People take that for granted. We get down on our situation and stuff, and then here's somebody who faints at work, goes to the hospital, gets his leg cut off, slips into a coma, and dies within several days. And just a week ago or 2 weeks ago, that wouldn't have appeared to have been an option, even though anything can happen at any time. So I um, I invited a number of people to our upcoming webinar this Saturday, and I know, I invited them because, for the most part, for most of the people, because I love you and I've known you for a long time, and I don't want anyone to go through what I've gone through or what I've seen other people go through. Some people don't have the wherewithal to be able to rebuild after um, complete loss of finance. So I did my part. I invited them. I invited them out of love and concern for them and for their family. And I know there's going to be at least three of the people who show up. And I'm grateful that they have a mind to receive what they're going to hear. One of the people is, I would say, very young. She's no more than, I would imagine, probably no more than 31, 32. You know, everything, um, if everything happens the way that we hope that, it would happen, she still has a nice long life. The other young lady, she's not as young as that, but she has a daughter. Um, and when I was telling them about the information, they're eagerly awaiting that email to come or whatever. And they're going to go through the process of clicking on that link to go and register or whatever. And I truly believe that I'll see them there at 10:30. And they're already in decent financial shape, but they want to be in better shape and they want to leave better for their kids and to be able to provide for them. So, I wasn't able to talk to my cousin in that, in that way. Um, he leaves 7 children behind, um, and I'm praying for um, my other ex-coworker's mother, um, that she would have a full recovery. Um, and if not that, um, that she would find peace and comfort and the encouragement to be able to withstand everything that she's going to have to go through coming up real soon. So um, I encourage all of you, even if it's not with me, go seek out a person who can help you with your financial matters. They can help you get your uh, situations in order. Write out a will. Write out what you would want your family to do to you if you found yourself in a situation where you're dependent upon a respirator or other types of apparatus that will sustain your life. Let people know where your insurance policies are being held. What companies are they with? Give them the person's name. Make sure that you update your beneficiaries. Again, even if it's not with me, take care of your affairs. Give your family peace of mind. Give yourself peace of mind. We are not guaranteed to be here forever. And when you or any of us pass away, it's enough stress on the family to just deal with the passing. And some of us don't have it to coordinate a funeral, uh, to have to bury that loved one, to have to pick up and try to figure out where the pieces are. Um, you don't want to fall into that place. You don't want to be that person who has worked your entire life. You run into a medical issue or whatever, and you thought you were going to be working, until the day you die or whatever. Nobody really wants to work like that, you know, but to be in a place where you find yourself at retirement and you don't make enough money to get through retirement, or to have to make choices that you don't want to have to make. Again, if you don't talk to me, that's fine. I'm okay. Find somebody who you know and trust, and take care of your financial situations. So I'm not here to talk about my job. My job is a blessing right now. Today was better than yesterday. Uh, so I encourage all of you all to take care of yourselves, take care of your financial affairs. Sit down with your family members so they know what you would want to do. Ask them what they would want to happen to them, and how would they want their kids to be taken care of. If they have little kids and they pass away, who would they want to take care of them? So anyway, you all be safe, and encourage and take care of each other. So that's it. You all have a good night. Love you all. Bye.